Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be making some ramen, but not just any type of ramen. Our recipe today will consist of beef broth soup with bucket wheat noodles, essentially topped with hard-boiled eggs. Here's what you're going to need: store-bought buckwheat noodles, ramen broth, green onions, ground red peppers, peppercorns, soy sauce, 2 eggs, and sea salt. So to start off, we need a big pot, preferably of course, if you have a smaller one, that works too. Now we need 2 eggs. We will be filling the pot up with water and leaving these to boil at a high temperature for around 15 minutes. Now that those are out of the way, we'll bring in store-bought ramen broth. Alright, now with the second pot, we need to shake and then pour out all the broth. Now that this is full, let's bring it to the stove and boil it for around 10 minutes. For the next step, we need to wash our green onion, then with a large knife, cut them into smaller sections. All we are doing here is cutting the white part out of the onion. We'll save the green parts for later use. Quick note, keep an eye out on the broth and make sure it does not overflow with bubbles. If it does, just lower the temperature and take off the pot off the lid for a bit. Now, we will quickly cut some baby carrots for more flavor. For the next step, we will dump these vegetables onto the broth and continue to boil for another 5 minutes. Now that our eggs have finished boiling, we need to cool them off in cold water and fill up the same pan with water to boil for the noodles. Now we unwrap our buckwheat noodle strands and make sure to not crack them, as you will need the whole stick to make longer noodles. Just dump these into the pot and let it sit out and boil for about 5 minutes. Now that these are ready, let's strain them out and wash them with some water to get rid of the excess flour in the wheat noodles. Okay, now for the last and final step. Dump half of the noodles to 2 serving bowls. Now we just fill the bowl with generous amount of ramen broth. Cut the eggs in halves and add onto the noodles. Now lastly, cut those green onion ends and add some. For a bit of spice drop, add a little bit of crushed peppers. Then season the eggs with fresh peppercorns and a tint of sea salt. Now grab some chopsticks and enjoy.